Welcome to Chapter 6, Lesson 1. Congratulations on making it this far. Now we get to talk about long division. Okay, so we start off with divide multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. The essential question for this chapter is, how does division affect numbers? So what is division? We'll talk about that in class tomorrow. But division is basically when you have a large number, which is called the dividend, and you want to divide it into groups. So the divisor is how many groups you need. And the answer is how many are in each group. So it's kind of the opposite of multiplication. Okay, you use place value and patterns to divide dividends that are multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. So we kind of use the same rules as we did for multiplication. So let's read the problem. Anita's family went on vacation to an amusement park. The park has 5 entrances. 1,500 people entered the park and separated into equal lines. Ooh, those are some keywords. Separate and to equal. So it's like divide into equal or get into groups. How many people are in each line? Okay, so we know that this is a division problem. Have our keywords. So this is our dividend, and this is our divisor. So we need to find the quotient. Okay, so one way you can do this is to use a multiplication pattern. So we have to think about the fact family. Okay, I've seen this number 15 before, and I know this number 5. What's that missing number? Oh, it's 3. So I know that 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 times 30 equals 150. Okay, you just have the 0. And 5 times 3 equals 15, and you have to have the 2 zeros. So it goes the same if we're dividing. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 15 divided by 5 is 3, but we got to keep that 0. So here's where we get our quotient. 15 divided by 5 would be 3, and then we have to keep those 2 zeros. So the answer would be 300. The quotient would be 300. Another way is, again, to just kind of skip this multiplication step and just use our basic math facts. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So then we would know that 150 is still very similar. Divided by 5 would still be 3. But we have to keep this 0 on the end. Okay? So 15 divided by 5 would be 3. And then 1, 2 zeros to keep. Okay? So there are 300 people in each line. A nice way that you can check a division problem, it's really great because you never have to get anything wrong in division. Because you can multiply the divisor and the quotient together to get the dividend. So let's check it out. 300, okay, this number, times 5, and see if we get our original dividend. Oh, and turns out we did. We got the original number, so we can know for sure that our answer is correct. Okay. Find the quotient. Okay, quotient means answer to a division problem. So find the answer of 2,404. So it means 2,400 divided by 4. So here's their multiplication pattern way where they showed you this fact family. We know this, 24, 4, and 6. Okay, we know these are the numbers involved, but we just have to keep track of how many zeros. Okay, so if it was 4 times 6, it'd be 24. 4 times 6 is 240, and then you keep that 0. 4 times 600 is 2,400, so 2 zeros. Okay, so now we're doing it backwards. We're dividing. So 24 divided by 4 is going to equal 6. And then we have to keep the same amount of zeros. Easy peasy, guys. Okay, so this is the way you can skip this sort of multiplication pattern and just look at your math facts. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Okay, so 240 divided by 4 would be 60. Just keep that 0. 2,400 divided by 4 would be 6 and 2 zeros. So 2,400 divided by 4 is 600. And they showed you that check that I just showed you on the example, where if you multiply the divisor, this number, and the quotient together, you'll get the dividend, the original number. So they're saying the dividend would go here, and then the divisor, and then the quotient, which we learned was 600. So 600 would go here. Okay, and see if we got it. 600 times 4. Okay, 4 times 0, 4 times 0, and 24. Oh, they're the same, so we know we got the answer right. And here it says, what basic math fact will help you find the quotient of 4,207? So right away I see this is 42, and this is 7, which is one of my math facts, where the missing number would be 6. So I know that the answer would be 6, and then keep the same amount of zeros. So 1 0, 2 0. So that would be the answer to this talk math. Okay, before you go, let's look at the building on essential questions in the back. And it says, why are basic math facts needed when dividing large numbers? Okay, so why do we need to know our fact families? Why do we need to know that information? You have to know how many groups you can fit inside the dividend without busting or going over. And in class, I'm going to talk about what I mean when I say busting, when we talk about long division. Okay? So that's coming soon. All right, let's draw something today. Dividing. What goes with dividing? Ooh, you know that scene in Moana where like the water kind of like comes out and it gives her that little heart thing. I don't know why dividing made me think about this, but I was just thinking about the sea being divided. She kind of has like cool flowy hair. Yeah. And there's the ocean kind of rippling along. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you in class.